Hey kids, you're listening to the internet's wettest podcast about video games, consoles, and pancakes. The SML Podcast.
Prepare for the SML Podcast.
What's up, everybody? This is the SML Podcast. I am your host, Joe. Joining as usual, we've got Aki, Bri, and Jacob. And as a special bonus, Pernell is here.
Hello. How's it be?
How's everyone doing?
Doing pretty good.
Doing all right. Kind of chilling out.
Sassy.
Stressed.
Yeah, a little bit stressed too.
Jacob, did you say gassy?
I said fat and sassy.
Oh, I thought you said gassy.
Nah,
Let's be honest. He implied gassy.
I pooped before the show.
It was implied. That doesn't change shit.
Well,
You just
actually,
removed some. You just removed some.
Yeah, my shit did get removed out my butt. So,
DG.
I would hope it came out the butt and not somewhere else.
No,
Never know with
South Park
Jacob.
episode. That was a classic.
I was. Y'all see South Park last week?
Oh,
Nope.
Of course. It's funny. I hadn't watched the show in like a decade. Watched it, immediately loved the episode, and now I'm back to watching the show like I did back in like the early 2000s. I missed a lot of good episodes apparently, but
Pernell, the early 2000s was like 20 years ago, man.
Yeah, I know. It goes to show you how long it's been since I've watched South Park. But yeah,
I know, but you said like a decade ago, and then early 2000s, and I'm
I guess you got it. Well, I'm
buddy,
saying they're separate things. So I said I haven't
Jacob,
watched
we're old.
it like
We all
I
get
did.
We're all
Like I
dying
watched
slowly.
it weekly. Yeah, I went from watching it weekly to sporadically on occasion watching it to nothing. I'm saying now I feel like I'm watching it like I did in the early 2000s, meaning I've watched multiple episodes in a row and I'm laughing at them. So there's a difference. I knew what you were saying, semantics and shits, but
semantics and shits.
That's right, baby. You know how I do.
Jacob is the pro at shits.
And semantics.
I
I got that English degree, so you know.
Yeah.
Well, you're at least with antics, maybe antics. I don't know about the semantics. Definitely with antics, though. I'll give you that.
I loved in the last episode how they had a quote special name for the dickhead in chief. I'm not going to repeat it on here because I'm not comfortable saying it and I don't want to get demonetized.
I was saying, you don't take down notices.
Someone said it on Reddit and I quoted it saying, "Hey, finally someone has a good name for him." And I got a 3-day ban for hate speech.
Really?
Sounds about right.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like,
that's where we're at right now.
I appealed it and I said, doesn't he legit have to be that for it to be hate speech?
No, it just makes him hurts his feelings.
I didn't even say it. I just quoted it. I don't know. Anyway.
It hurts his feelings.
How's everyone else doing?
Who hasn't answered yet?
I don't know.
I mean, I said I'm fat and sassy.
Yeah.
My wife made an awesome butter chicken and naan dinner tonight, so
that sounds good. That sounds
it
good. It also explains
so
the aforementioned shits too.
No, that didn't cause me to shit. Not yet, anyway. But it's just like I really like putting like the naan and the vegetables and the rice, not the naan, like the chicken, the vegetables and the rice inside the naan, like it's a taco. Oh God, it's so good.
Sounds like it. I'd eat it. In fact, mail me some.
Mail you some?
Yes, just mail me some. Nobody ought to make me
Speaking
butter
of
chicken
tacos,
and naan.
isn't someone here supposed to eat something on a taco?
Heck
That
yeah.
will
already
hopefully
get
be
it?
next week. Yep, it came in today.
Yeah, make that. Oh, of course you're going to do it the week I'm not here. Come on, man. Hold that off.
Okay, I can hold it off for only a week.
That's
Right?
fine.
Okay.
I'll be back on like the week, I guess, like the 12th or whatever. So
Yeah, we'll do it
I
on the
wanna
I'm
be
12th.
there for it
then.
too.
So Jacob and Bree, join us on the 12th if you want to hear Aki lose her
Die.
fucking mind.
It will be suffering because nobody eats that sauce and doesn't suffer unless they're a bird.
Unless they're me.
Wait, do you have that whole weird like bird saliva thing going on too?
So have you ever heard of the toe of Satan?
No, but it sounds like it would be a very hot product. And it sounds like you consumed it.
Made
It
out of the
is a
same
lolly-
shit.
It's a lollipop shaped like a toe that is made out of concentrated capsaicin, and it ranks at 9 million Scoville.
Oh,
Why does
Jesus.
everyone hate themselves so much? Jesus Christ.
The challenge is to keep it in your mouth for 5 minutes. I have a really small mouth and I was drooling a little, so I kept it in there for 10 because I had to keep like pulling it out to talk to people on chat. So I was unfazed by it.
Great, Google
It was hot.
And yours is only 2.6 something. You'll be fine.
Million. 2
Just imagine.
2,693,000 skulls.
You're good.
Yeah.
You got this.
Yeah. There's also the world's hottest chocolate bar, which is like a little tiny like rectangle with little like 12 little squares, and you're supposed to eat just like one of the little squares, and it's also 9 million Scoville. I take those when I have like a sinus infection. I just like eat them and it clears out my sinuses.
Oh my God.
Pernell, you've met your match.
Well, clearly. I used to think I was hot stuff. Now I'm just stuff. I got nothing going on with that.
I think you're hot stuff.
Oh, shucks. Thanks, Jacob. I appreciate that. Because, good Lord, that's a mastercraft shit right there.
Yeah.
I hurt my arm again.
Oh no. What'd you do?
How the fuck did you manage that?
Well, I was hanging out at my desk last night and
Jerking it.
I heard cats fighting and then it stopped. And then I heard meowing, and then I looked over at the one cat tower over next to my TV, and Potato was trapped, and she shit on it.
Lovely.
And I leaned over to clean it and lost my balance, and I had to grab the shelf to prevent myself from falling, and it was with my right arm.
Of course.
So
that'll teach you not to stand up and do it. Jesus.
Yeah,
so did you get shit on yourself as you fell?
No, thankfully. I got it all cleaned up. We got to figure something out with Potato and Simon. Like, Simon is good with every other cat in this house. But Potato, he will go after her every single time. We have a gate on the door to keep it locked. Like, the gate's locked now. I'm not taking any chances during my show of having any other cats come in here. So it's Potato and it's Coltrane. This is their room. Like when we close it up at night, they're the only two in here. Maybe Predator or Pork because Potato is their mama. But like
Mama.
we don't know what to do. We don't know if we should take Potato to the vet and maybe get her some stress medication. But you know, there was a stretch where Simon would keep her trapped in the bathroom and she was pooping on the toilet seat.
Oh my
And
God.
we got to the point we just locked her in the bathroom overnight by herself with a litter box, food and water. And everything was fine. And then we put the gate on the door. Everything was fine. And now this is starting again, so we don't get it. I hope it's nothing worse. Like Potato's getting up there. She's like 12 now.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I worry, but
I get that. I have worries like that about Teak too. She's getting up in there. She's Skyrim years old, so
God,
like
did you say
all our cats are
Skyrim
getting
years old?
yeah. I mean, I got her at the same time I got Skyrim, so she's Skyrim years old.
that's beautiful.
I love it.
Yeah, all of ours are getting old.
Video game years.
We're dreading the day that like the cats start dropping in batches because we like got them in batches at this point, and we're just waiting for the dominoes to start falling, and it's gonna crush me.
Yeah.
Make the most of the time now.
But you know what'll cheer me up?
What?
Another cat?
Yeah,
The
actually.
news?
Me doing an exotic dance on stream?
No.
Turn your camera on, Jacob. I dare you.
No, this is a work computer.
Yes,
Don't
video
offer
game
if you're not
news
gonna
will
comply.
cheer me up. And we have quite a bit of video game news this week. Was a very news-heavy week, and it includes the newest Nintendo Partner Direct. Did anybody catch this show?
I did.
I thought it was a pretty good show. A lot of Nintendo fans hated it because there wasn't much exclusive stuff. But all the PlayStation and Xbox fans loved it because there was not a lot of exclusive stuff.
I don't understand people's hate because there's not enough exclusive stuff. Like 90% of the Nintendo library is Nintendo fucking only.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about it is that for me, I wasn't particularly jazzed about it, but not because it was a bad one, just because once you start dealing with a lot of Steam stuff, that goes for all the consoles, really. Once you start dealing with Steam regularly, a lot of the third-party stuff is just ports. So,
yeah,
in a sense, it's like, well, it's not a big deal there, but I still did learn about that one game, like the Adventures of Elliot or whatever it was called.
we'll get there. We're going to go in order. We'll tackle this bit by bit. They started off with a trailer for Monster Hunter Stories 3, Twisted Reflection from Capcom. Newest game in the Story series. This one will be hitting Switch 2, PC, PS5, and for the first time, the Stories title will hit Series X and S.
Nice.
You might remember we missed out on the Monster Hunter Stories 1 and 2 bundle because it was that Capcom issue that kept the fighting games off. But
Yep.
I'm hoping Stories 1 and 2 and Battle Network Collection will finally make their way over. Fingers crossed.
That would be nice.
Yeah. After that, very exciting news. A brand new Katamari game is coming. Once Upon a Katamari from Bandai Namco. Brand new original entry in the series. And it comes out this year, October 24th, on Switch, Series, PS5, and PC.
I'm excited for that one.
Love me some Katamari. I would love it.
I didn't
just wonder what
first
they could do
time
with it.
it came out. I had a friend who tried to play it and tried to get me to play it, and I was like, I don't understand this at all. And then years later, it was on Xbox, and I got my hands on it, I think because of Game Pass or something. And then I don't know, something just changed, and now I love it.
Yeah. It's one of those games that you don't get until you play it.
Mm-hmm.
My mom loves Katamari.
Yeah.
Like when I had a PS2, she'd always be like, "Do you have that ball game? The rolling ball game?" Like Katamari.
She got that ball game.
My mom needs some ball game right now, I'm telling you. I remember the very first Katamari game coming out. I was hanging out in Arkansas at Mustin's place because my my vehicle broke down, and I was stuck at his place for like 2 weeks while they had to put a new alternator in my vehicle. And we went to the game store. He picked up Katamari and Legend of K, both for the PS2. Katamari because we were dying to check that out, and Legend of K because our friend Dale North did the soundtrack for it.
Nice.
That was like one of his first really big titles. Or no, Jake Kaufman did it. Why am I saying Dale? Jake Kaufman did it, Vert. And you would hear different songs in the game, and you would hear the Cum Shot theme in there, and you'd be like, "Yay!"
Inside the game soundtrack?
Yes. Are you familiar with what the Cum Shot is in like the video game music scene?
Admittedly, I am not, but at the same time, I'm still
it's a little
just as
5-note ditty. A bunch of guys were messing around on like whatever IRC or something, and Prozacs kept talking about cum shots because Prozacs was a weird dude, and Dale North said "cum shot" and played "do do 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 do," and that is a cum shot in music. And if you listen to a lot of older 1UP Studio stuff, you'll hear it all the time. You could listen to Tiberian Sun's One-Winged Angel, and at the very end, Tony sneaks one in. I love it.
It's a nice little Easter egg. If you're in the know, you're going to chuckle.
If you know what that little 5-note ditty is, anytime you hear it, you'll be like, oh, come shot.
I'm sorry, how are you like?
You like that
kids.
Should be more like.
So anyway,
I feel, and that, yeah, and that's that.
Beat Your Yeet, thank you for following. Made a horrible decision, but we're talking video game news. The Nintendo Partner Direct, the next game they showed off. Jacob, I know you're going to be excited. Just Dance 2026.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah,
we know how much
October 14th.
Just Dance.
Yeah.
My kids enjoy it. So.
Yeah. October 14th, all the usual platforms. And now here's the first of a few port announcements. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero hitting Switch 1 and 2 November 14th.
All right.
Sparking. Yeah, that one threw me off a little bit. I was like, go ahead, keep going.
I thought you were going to say something about Sparking Zero.
I was just going to say that was one of the ones that surprised me because I saw the announcement for it, and my first thought was, wait, didn't that game already come out? And I'd forgotten it existed, to be perfectly honest with you. I had to dial it back and realize, oh, yeah, support.
Yeah.
Yes, it looks good, though.
After that, Plants vs. Zombies is coming back, and it is not Garden Warfare. It is Plants vs. Zombies Replanted. It is the old school style PvZ yard defense game. Comes out October 23rd on Switch 1 and 2. Also confirmed for Xbox and PlayStation as well.
All right.
Yep. EA Sports FC 26 comes out September 26th on Switch 1 and 2. Yay.
Yay.
Pac-Man World Repack 2 coming out September 26th on Switch 1 and 2. Also confirmed for PlayStation and Xbox.
Now that one I want. Because I remember I reviewed the first game for this show. Ended up liking it a lot. So I was like, oh, now I'm looking forward to the sequel. Because I never played the sequel.
Worlds are fun.
Yes, they are.
Good stuff.
So
we got a new video for the Final Fantasy Tactics remake, remaster. They announced it will hit Switch 1 and 2, along with Xbox and PlayStation September 30th.
It's now fully voiced as well, which is kind of exciting.
Another port with Persona 3 Reload hitting Switch 2 October 23rd. So there you go for that. New video was shown for Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. Still no date.
I feel like the one thing that was like, I mean, I wasn't going to say it's the unsung thing, but I'm pretty sure tons of people were thinking it, was as I was listening to the announcements, part of me at first I was like, oh yeah, I'm looking forward to that game, or I'm interested in that game, but then I had the follow-up thought immediately being like, is that going to be a key card game or not? And I feel like that is still something they're really going to have to work their way through one way or another.
I think it's going to be a key card. Nearly everything is key cards, and it is beyond stupid.
It is extremely stupid. Because it's absolutely going to affect their sales, but
yeah. Madden 26 hitting Switch 2 on August 14th. So Switch 2 is getting some Madden.
All right.
Chillin' by the Fire by Oink Games is out today on the Switch 2. And Beat Your Yeet, welcome in. I was enjoying the stream, so thank you for coming over here and hanging out. Appreciate the follow as well. Hope you enjoy our brand of stupidity. But Chillin' by the Fire, what'd you think of it? This looks like a Bri game.
It looked like a me game, and it was like a cozy campfire building thing. There we go. But then they showed the USB camera, and it kind of cracked me up, and I was like, no thanks.
This game is getting a lot of shit online.
No, it was like weird bubbles, and it was like, oh, and you can start conversations around the fire, and I was like, nope, you just ruined it. Just give me the cozy, fire building sim, and I was totally fine. I didn't need the socialization.
Yeah.
You had me before you started to talk to strangers online. Screw that.
Yeah, no USB cameras for me, thanks.
This game is catching so much shit because it's like, ooh, Nintendo Partner Direct has a fucking campfire game.
It makes me sad too because Oink Games does a lot of really good tabletop stuff. So it seems sad that of all the games they could have maybe ported to a game console as opposed to being on the tabletop, they come with this Chilling by the Fire game, which, I mean, I'm sure maybe in testing someone was like, this is a fantastic idea, but I just don't see it. I can't picture where the value is going to be at this. I can't.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
I don't know. The big news is that it is out today.
Yep.
Yeah, but people have to want it for it to be big news.
I'm sure some people are interested in it.
I mean, even for games that involve me sitting around with my friends just putzing around on the internet, there's better games for that. Like, it's just, I don't see a world where that game has a general purpose. But again, everyone likes their own stuff. So
these screenshots are fucking insane. I'm gonna throw these up.
What, screenshots from the campfire game?
Yeah, see, the faces just ruin it. Like, I get that they're like utilizing the new technology for the Switch 2 or whatever, but I don't know. It just looks weird. The faces ruin it.
The bubble faces are unique. Anyway, another port was announced. Apex Legends hitting Switch 2 August 5th.
All right.
Yay. Next game, I think everybody's going to be bugging me for this one. Hella by My Games comes out 2026. The website lists it for Switch 2, PS5, Series, and PC. You're a mouse.
Yes,
oddly enough, I think that's one I didn't see. What's Hella?
That's been on my list since last year.
You're a cute little mouse, and it's got Scandinavian folklore in it. It's pretty cute.
Oh.
Yep.
Any game that's even remotely like Redwall is always on my list. That's just life.
Mm-hmm.
And it's multiplayer.
Knife fights for that one. Oh.
Yeah.
I shank all these bitches. I don't care. Heard it here first, folks. I will shank them all. I do not mind.
Or a game about a potentially talking mouse, she will kill us all.
Yes.
I'm going to review that one myself.
I will hurt you.
She's going to kill the host of the show. It's official.
I might be the next host, folks.
I'm going to get CJ back for that one.
That can be only one.
Another port, Star Wars Outlaws, hitting Switch 2 September 4th.
I am shocked they got it to work on that, considering how shittily it worked on the Xbox Series.
It didn't look good in the trailers. Hopefully, I don't know.
If it doesn't brick the Switch 2 within like 5 minutes of turning it on, I just don't know how it's working.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, by the way, that Chillin' by the Fire game, I think I know why it's going to sell. It's Switch 2, it's only $15, and it's only 400 meg.
Yeah.
I mean, just because there's a small file doesn't mean I still want to buy the game. It's like, yeah, look at this. It's not as expensive as other games, but I also don't give a shit about playing it. Yeah, but it's cheap.
How many other Switch 2 games are out now, though? Like, literal Switch 2, not Switch 1 playable on Switch 2, just Switch 2. There's, like, nothing out. So people desperate for a game.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to sit there and just play my freaking Switch 1 games that are backed up and backlogged at that point because they're the hell with that nonsense. But hey, people do what they want with their money. I'm not judging here. I'm just saying I can't fathom buying that just because it's cheap. He's like, I
silently and loudly judge all of you. But yeah, Star Wars September 4th, and on September 5th, Chronos, The New Dawn is getting a Switch 2 version. Already announced for Xbox, PlayStation, PC, all that stuff.
Now that I want. That's my baby right there.
Yeah, that one looks good.
I like the medium. I know most people didn't. I like the medium. And I liked Silent Hill 2 remake, so I'm good with Bloober.
more knife fights. More ports. Yakuza Kiwami and Kiwami 2 hitting the Switch November 13th, or Switch 2 November 13th, and there will be a bundle available with the 2 games.
Nice.
Ooh.
Yep.
On a key card. But yeah,
Good
anyway.
Night Universe is a new game from Skybound that's going to be hitting Switch 1 and 2 on November 11th, also hitting the series and PS5.
Looks cute.
You're like a little kid with telekinetic powers. I'm interested in that one.
Yeah.
That looks cool.
So we're gonna have the knife fight over that one too. All right, cool.
Damn it. I'm not going to have anyone left.
No, I'll still be left.
You can at least broadcast the knife fights.
No,
I'll
Aki's
give
going to
you some
review
content.
everything then.
Maybe.
9 games a week, Aki.
Aki.
Wait, no, not 9 a
Okay.
week. 9 a show. There you go.
Ooh.
Next game's for Jacob with NBA Bounce from Outright Games. Releases September 26th and hits the Switch one and basically everything else on the planet. Jacob, what do you think of this one?
I think it looks like fun, but like it's a kid sports game, so I'm going to hold,
Low
my
hopes.
judgment on this. Yeah, I'm like, I mean, I realize, yes, I'm an ambassador of Outright Games, but
I think it has potential. If it does stays in the NBA Jam vein, it could be good.
That's the thing. Like, I think if it stays in a very arcadey, like easy to pick up kind of thing, I think it could be a lot of fun. I could also see it ending up being like that Looney Tunes sports game that Game Mill dropped last year.
Let's not talk about that one. That was Game Mill. This is Outright. So I have higher expectations for Outright than I do for Game Mill.
Oh, I do too. Doesn't mean that it's going to happen.
But anyway, next game, another one for Jacob. Hello Kitty Island Adventure Wheat Flower Wonderland, coming fall 2025 to the Switch 1.
Swear to God, that game needs to come to Xbox.
Something else that needs to come to Xbox, but is now out on the Switch 2 today, Romancing Saga 2 Revenge of the Seven.
Yep.
That Switch 2 upgrade, still no Xbox.
PlayStation at one point. Good game, though.
Yeah, it's on everything but Xbox. Like, come on, Square. Give us that. And Live Alive, please. Shinobi Art of Vengeance. What was that, Pernell?
I jokingly said, just means Xbox needs to do a direct to entice them. Like, we do directs too. Come out.
Seriously. Shinobi Art of Vengeance, which is releasing August 29th, has a demo out today. I believe the demo's on everything. So
between there, like basically Ninja Gaiden, and then we'll have Shinobi, and then we'll have Ninja Gaiden again. It's a nice ninja sandwich.
Oh, you're gonna miss the ninja fun on Tuesday, Pernell.
Oh, who's doing it?
Stemage and Tim.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be messing with it a little bit tonight after my review. My brother's over here to check it out himself.
Nice.
But I only got to play the first level, so I'm not going to talk about it here for obvious reasons. It's the review time. But
yeah,
I'm hoping it's good.
Stay tuned, kids. Borderlands 4, new video for that coming out October 3rd, hitting the Switch 2, as well as everything else. And then the last two games were the two big ones, I think. Pernell, you mentioned this one earlier, The Adventures of Elliot, the Millennium Tales, a brand new IP from Square Enix. It's going to be the HD 2D. This time, instead of a turn-based RPG, it's a full-on action RPG. Comes out.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, I think it's also made by some of the people who made Octopath. So,
probably
good crew of people.
But that comes out 2026. A demo is out now only on the Switch 2, but the full game will be on PS5, PC, and Series.
Yep.
Yay. One final game to announce. Octopath Traveler 0.
Yay!
New
Another
Octopath
game I have to buy and never get around to playing.
Another HD 2D game, of course. This one is coming out December 4th. Surprise, bitches. Hit Switch 1 and 2 also on Series and PlayStation. And I believe this is the one that I don't know if it's Square's getting like a lot of people annoyed because some of their games do not have an upgrade path on the Switch 2, and the save files aren't compatible. So they're two completely separate purchases. And a lot of people are like, why? You have like Play Anywhere with your Xbox releases, including Xbox PC with a lot of them now. Why can't you give us the Switch 2 upgrade? Like, I don't know. Anyway, that's not all the news we got from Nintendo, because hot on the heels of the Partner Direct, Nintendo announced new pricing for the original Switch. And it's all going up August 3rd. The Switch Lite is going from $199 to $229. The original Switch $299 to $339. And the Switch OLED from $349 to $399. Switch 2 games and systems will not change for now, but accessories may increase, including the Amiibo that now run fucking $30 to $40 instead of like $12.99 when they first came out.
Yeah, I also recently heard that retailers like Target are increasing their prices on Joy-Cons for the Switch 2, which are now going to be like $100 a piece.
Yeah. Love it.
Yep.
Yay. Nintendo wasn't the only one with the showcase this week, though, because THQ Nordic had a showcase as well. I don't know if these are in order. I just got the pull-up points off of their website, but this is the order I'm going in. So, SpongeBob SquarePants Titans of the Tide coming November 18th to Series, PS5, Switch 2, and PC.
I'd play that.
Cool.
Jacob, be interested in that one?
Yeah, I am.
I know. I'm interested in Recreation, which got a new trailer. No date, though, but it will hit Series, PS5, and PC.
Nice.
Tides of Tomorrow, a new game, has a shared world. I don't really understand this one too much, but it is hitting February 24th on Series, PS5, and PC. Has anyone seen anything on this game?
No, but it sounds familiar.
It was one of the ones that had a whole bunch of games being shown at the end of last year, I think. Basically,
Road 96. Okay.
Yeah, basically in this game, other people do stuff and it affects your game.
Interesting.
This was a nice surprise. Sacred 2 is getting a remaster, and it's coming out Q4 this year on Series,
nice.
PS5, and PC. I believe the original 360 game is backward compatible, so give it a go. And then get the remaster, which I'm excited for.
Sacred.
The Eternal Life of Goldman is a hand-drawn 2D platformer. Going to be hitting Series, Switch, PS5, and PC.
Still haven't got a date, though, right?
Not that I saw. Nope.
That one looks interesting, too.
Yeah. A new video was shown for Titan Quest 2, which is presently in early access. They showed a game called The Guild Europa 1410, which is a dynasty sim hitting the PC. Gothic 1 Remake got a new video. That'll be hitting early 2026 on Series, PS5, and PC. And then this was a fun surprise. Gothic Classic 1, 2, and 3 will all be hitting the PS5 and Series next year.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. A lot of Gothic games coming to Xbox. Good shit.
Cool beans.
Reanimal is a co-op horror adventure. It's hitting the Series, Switch 2, PS5, and PC Q1 of next year. Aki, what do you think of this one?
I think it looks awesome. Basically, you play as a mouse and, I believe, a gorilla that have been experimented on. They're able to communicate with each other through actual voice, and they're trying to escape a monster that's hunting them. It looks so cool.
Yep.
Well, that'll be out early next year, and it's getting a collector's edition.
Nice.
Gatekeeper is a new first-person action RPG set for PC.
Okay.
Yep. And then one last thing. Darksiders 4 is official.
I'm excited. I
just
can't
mentioned
wait.
that to me. My brother literally just mentioned that to me. But yeah, Darksiders 4.
I have all the Darksider games. I fucking love these games. They're fantastic. I cannot wait. I'm so excited.
I think that's one of those games where people at one point thought wasn't going to happen too, which makes it even better.
Yeah, I didn't think it was ever going to come.
That's what she said.
Oh, God damn it, Jacob. Shut up. No.
Thank you, Pernell. I appreciate that.
I knew you'd come.
Mercy.
Sony got a lot of attention this week. Some of their fans are kind of pissed. Sony put out a job listing for a senior director of multi-platform and account management. Quote, "You will play a critical leadership role in shaping and executing the global commercial strategy for PlayStation Studio software across all digital platforms beyond PlayStation hardware, including Steam, Epic Store, Nintendo, mobile, and Xbox. This role is accountable for optimizing title profitability, ensuring cross-functional alignment, and leading a high-performing team focused on multi-platform expansion, mid-range commercial planning, and platform partner management." So it looks like we're getting more PlayStation games on other platforms.
Mm-hmm. Good stuff.
I mean, it was inevitable eventually going to get that extra cash.
Yep.
Soon will just be Nintendo until they decide to start doing their stuff on like mobile only or some jazz.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know if Nintendo's going to crack though.
I think it'll be a while because, I mean, unless they stop developing consoles, I think that would be the only thing.
Yeah. Of course, a lot of people are expecting like Ghost of Yotai day one launch on Xbox. That shit's not happening. We're going to get live service games, older ports. It's not going to be the level that Xbox is releasing stuff on PlayStation, but it's a start. It's a welcome start, and hopefully this leads to everybody's golf coming to Xbox. Please, Bandai.
I told you forever ago that's why Xbox was doing this, you know. Eventually PlayStation would start doing it too, and you doubted me, and now it's happening. It just took entirely too fucking long. That's all.
I really did doubt it would ever happen, but when Helldivers got announced, I'm like, it's happening. It's going down, and this is the crack beginning to form in Sony's dam of exclusivity. And let them trickle. Let's get what we can. Support them when they come over if they're worth buying. Like I think they should bring over Spider-Man 1 at least. Miles Morales maybe.
Oh hell yes.
I think Returnal would be a good one. Days Gone might be a good one.
All games I want so bad.
Everybody's Golf. Bandai Namco, please. But speaking of Sony,
it really will be everyone's golf.
It would be. Exactly. I don't know. Speaking of Sony, the PS Plus games were announced for August 5th. They're getting My Heroes 1's Justice 2, DayZ, and Lies of P.
Nice. Some decent games there.
Yeah, good month.
Yeah.
Sony is also filing a lawsuit, this time against Tencent over their upcoming game Light of Mortarom, which Sony is claiming is a slavish clone of the Horizon series. Sony claimed Tencent wanted to license the IP, but Sony declined, and now they're releasing a blatant copy.
Yeah, they showed the cover for the game. It is very blatantly
Very
rip
blatant.
off. It is painfully obvious. Like there's barely any change at all, if there is any at all. Actually, Jesus, it was bad.
Tencent's got some balls.
Yeah,
We got so much money. We don't even care about the lawsuit. What are you going to do? Sue us? We're rich.
Actually, no. Finally, that's two companies that can actually put a hurt on each other's pocketbooks. Thank God.
Be fun to watch.
Yes, it would. I'm so tired of big companies going after small people that have like a few $1,000s to their name and just using their money to bully them into something they should be able to win, but because they don't have money, they physically cannot win. So it's nice to see when two companies go after each other's throats. Oh, it brings me such joy. I really hope that goes on.
Aki's like the leader of the cockfighting ring of video game companies.
Yes, please. I don't even care if it's video game companies. All big companies need to do it.
I just want to run a cockfighting ring. I don't care about companies.
No, I do care that it's companies. It just doesn't have to be game companies. All of them should be doing it. Yeah, if we can have someone kick Walmart in the nuts, I am fucking for it.
Well, we don't talk about Walmart on here because we're a video game show. And speaking of video games, Atari is acquiring Thunderful.
Yeah, they're investing in Thunderful.
They are paying 4.5 million euro for 82% of the company.
Which one is Thunderful? What do they make?
Lost in Random, Islanders, SteamWorld.
Oh, shit. Okay. Damn.
Yeah, there's a lot of companies under Thunderful Group, too.
Mm-hmm.
Bunch that we've had on this show over the years, too.
Yep.
Crazy to see how they went from appearing on our show to exploding in popularity. And meanwhile, we're still...
Well, they make video games, we don't, so...
Yeah.
Well, also our marketing budget is $5 and a coupon code for Dubby. So...
Yeah, I'll do it. Then again, I don't know about you, but Dubby's pretty cool. I don't know what Dubby... I have no idea what Dubby is, but it's cool.
It's an energy drink that we have energy drink mix that we have a affiliate coupon code for. Gaping Beehole, in case I want to save 5%.
I think you were literally the only person who pushes that W thing. Do I still have the logo under the stream? I don't even know. I'd rather people just buy our merch because we have cool shirts.
Tried to see if it's still listed. I don't see it. I don't see it on the Twitch page.
Shrug. Rematch hit 3 million players on Xbox alone.
Ooh.
Nice.
I think that game's picking up.
Nifty Bojangles.
Yeah. Warhammer Space Marine 2 has crossed over 7 million unique players.
God damn you.
Their words. Project Cars will be delisted August 24th. Project Cars 3 will be delisted August 24th, and the online goes away in February.
When did that one come out?
Like Isn't 2 or 3 years ago, I think.
Relatively new?
I mean, the thing is, it's Bandai Namco, so it's just like they shut down their crap pretty quick if it doesn't start.
The other thing is the developer got purchased. So Bandai is probably just like washing their hands of it.
Yeah.
Well, they're also getting rid of that drumming game too.
Yes, Taiko no Tatsujin is being delisted.
Oh, damn. Whoa.
That was in fact my next bit of news.
Next thing. No.
Yeah. Taiko no Tatsujin, the Drum Master, will be delisted September 30th on Xbox Series and Xbox PC. Rhythm Festival, the newer one, will remain on sale.
Yep.
Oh, so it's not the whole lineup, it's just that specific game.
Yeah, it's just the older one.
Now, the thing I couldn't glean from the post that they had made earlier, the DLC for the first one, are they still going to be selling that, or are they saying?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I did read it correctly. Okay, that's pretty cool then, because usually they'll just take down everything.
Yep.
I don't know. Dying Light the Beast has been delayed a few weeks to September 19th.
That's a shame. I want that game. I want that game now.
Well, tough shit.
Shouldn't be. Should be nice, soft, normal shits, damn it.
Ask Jacob about that. Jacob, what kind of shits are you having?
Lately? I mean, mine are like nice, normal ones, I guess. I haven't been eating anything greasy as of late, so, yeah, nice, solid Don't have to wipe a lot.
Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection is getting the Mortal Kombat Trilogy included. It's also getting a physical edition on Atari's website, including a collector's edition that clocks in at $149 and has a Goro controller holder.
Oh, damn.
Two arms holding the controller, 2 arms above his head.
You need to find a picture of that and put it up on the...
Yeah, I was going to say, like...
Because I want to see that.
Because the fact that it's not a dual controller holder makes me a little sad, not going to lie.
Why would you need it to hold 2 controllers?
Because he has 4 arms. Duh.
How's he going to hold 2 controllers? Like, one on top of each other?
Yeah, he
would make his arms work.
Basically, he would hold one of them down by, like, his crotch, waist area, and then he'd hold the other one above his head.
Yeah. How come Aki and I could figure this out, like, no problem, and you're like, how would they even work?
Yeah, that's not very imaginative, Joe. Come on, you can do that.
That seems like an awful way to break a controller.
You seem like an awful way to break a controller.
They can find a way to make it work.
No.
Oh, they could have easily made that work.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I think they could have.
I think you're wrong. I think the top controller would fall and break.
Nature finds a way.
I mean, I agree with Joe's assessment. Like, yeah, probably would, but also, shut up, we're right.
You're a wiener. Ubisoft has reportedly scrapped a sequel to Star Wars Outlaws.
Oh my god, no
that
way.
That doesn't shock me.
Doesn't shock anyone.
Okay-ish.
I didn't even play it, and I'm like, yeah, probably.
I did, and it was okay, I guess. There was some of the mechanics they wanted to put in it that they were like, this might be really good, just it did not work very well, sadly. And, yeah.
Oh, well. In other Ubisoft news, Assassin's Creed they unveiled their roadmap for the summer. This week, we got new Game Plus mode, as well as a level cap increase, knowledge ranks 9 and 10, Forge level 4, and new achievements. Early September, you'll get the ability to change the time of day. It'll have improvements to unfogging the map and hideout updates. And then September 16th, we'll see the Claws of Owaji expansion with a whole new region and chapter of the story, as well as a weapon, abilities, outfits, and new gear.
I'm kind of excited for that. That sounds pretty cool.
I'm not as excited about expansions to Assassin's Creed, I guess.
No?
Oh, see, I love them. I've not disliked any of them except for one in Valhalla. The roguelite one.
Gotcha.
I'm still working on that motherfucker because it's so goddamn hard.
Terminator 2D, No Fate. Got delayed September 5th to October 31st. Yeah. As mentioned in Tuesday's show, Mario Paint joined the Super Nintendo Online lineup, and it features Switch 2 mouse controls.
Yay.
Yay. The game does require a mouse, so even on the Switch one, you'll need to get a USB mouse and plug that fucker in. Yay. Last bit of news I have, Lords of the Fallen gets a price drop. It is now officially $29.99.
Why did it get a price drop?
Because it's been out long enough.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Cool.
Didn't the creator of that game say a bunch of dumb shit?
Probably. Everyone says dumb shit, right, Jacob?
I mean, yeah, kinda.
I was going to say poor Jacob, but no, I
was going to say
Thank you
poor
for
Jacob,
finally
no, you're right.
on team bad Jacob.
No, I'm not. Whoa! I'm not going to be on the team. I just don't want to contribute, but I can't really defend.
Jacob's like, why are you all shitting on me tonight?
I'm used to it.
Aki, what news do you have?
Well, you remember how Microsoft got laid off all those people? Yeah, it made $27 billion.
Mm-hmm.
So that's nice. And they're even more focused on AI. What? Fuckers. Also, as we know, Collective Shout got some shit happening over on itch and on Steam. Well, Japan is starting to seemingly take them to task. There's one of the major activists and politicians over there has called for basically the entire world to look into them because it's believed that they have connections to some age-gating communities and so on and so forth. And it's also come out that Collective Shout is really buddy-buddy with an extremely anti-LGBT organization that has tried to... Huh?
Oh. Shocking.
Yeah, I know. That has tried to remove LGBT books from public libraries, from school libraries, and stuff by calling it straight up porn, even when there's nothing pornographic about it, suing all sorts of places to do it, and then won't even send anybody in to represent themselves. So, yeah, you know, great people. Also, the people are still going and calling up both Visa and MasterCard because that's the kerfuffle that's going on. And it seems like it's starting to slowly, very barely work. And people are saying, keep it up, folks, because the more you call, and you should call, not email, because email just gets answered by AI programs and tossed in the trash. If you call, they still have to pay the call center people, but they're not actually getting any work done. So they're calling on everyone to keep doing that. So if you're doing it, keep doing it.
I know MasterCard put out a statement and they're like, if it's legal, we allow it. But,
yeah, that was an email response someone got, and it was bullshit.
No, it's a corporate statement they put out. An actual corporate statement they released today, saying that if it's legal, they allow it, and their concern is illegal activities. But I don't know. I've tried to avoid that situation because I don't want to give those fucking idiots attention for the bullshit they're pulling. Like,
too late.
The super, like, we're going to force our religion on you people need to go away. I don't care what religion it is. If you're forcing it on someone else, shut up. Let people do what they want.
Yeah.
What other news you got?
That was it. No, those bits were it. I can't think of anything else that I had.
Bri, what news do you have?
Microsoft has started asking Xbox users in the UK to verify their age in order to continue accessing things like social features because of new laws in the UK that will limit or disable those things starting in early 2026 unless you provide some kind of photo ID or credit card verification. This isn't just for Microsoft stuff, it's other apps too, like Discord and Spotify under this new law. It's got a lot of people annoyed though. Supposedly they're using third-party verification systems and all that for the new law, and people are not trusting the new systems, but soon you won't be able to use, you know, your
the US is trying to do this too, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've already started doing it in some states for porn websites, like my state, which is one of the reasons why I'm so angry as of the past few months. But they're also putting a bill and is up that I don't know when they're going to vote on or if it's going to be voted on. That's basically going to be censoring the entirety of the internet in the same manner. I love how governments used to say to us when we were younger, don't give your personal information out on the internet. It's dangerous. And now they're like, put your personal information out, including things like credit card information, your photo ID license. Put that everywhere on the internet because we need to protect the kids. How about parents just, you know, do the fucking thing called parenting, you lazy bunch of cunts? That's all this requires.
I think Aki has some feelings about this.
No, I'm pissed.
All right. Glenn Schofield, known for Dead Space and the Callisto Protocol, is talking about leaving game development behind after failing to secure funding for he and his daughter's new project. And now their team is all looking for work.
Damn.
That's a shame. Shit.
And then Movie Watch.
Oh, we got a button for that. Hold on, let me get there. It's Movie Watch. There.
The Medium, Bloober Team's horror game, will be made into a movie. They're in the very beginning stages of searching for a screenwriter and director for the project. And
I like that.
On the Tales of Movie Watch, I have TV Watch. The Wolfenstein TV series in development at Amazon is happening.
Nice.
Kilter Films, I guess, is the producer. So, yeah. But that's all the news I have.
Well, Pernell, any news on your end?
No, I got nothing. You pretty much told me stuff I didn't even know about till this episode. So there you go.
All right, Jacob, give us some news.
I don't have any news.
You
No
have
Dream
one
Light Valley
story.
news.
I told you had one story you got to take care of.
I forgot about it.
Artful.
Right. Yeah. So again, we are brand ambassadors for Outright Games, and it has been announced that a Heartful of Games is going to be shutting its doors. Outright has said that they're going to be making them redundant, and like they won't go into much detail as to why. But a Heartful of Games is unioning up on this, and they're going to be getting their union involved to prevent it from happening. But I've tried asking Outright a couple of times about why, why isn't it happening? Or why is it happening? Because apparently the company met its benchmarks for the latest Ninja Turtles game. So what about spinning them off? What about selling to another company? Is there really not enough work to go around on this? Why? And we're not getting a response on that. So
I think Heartful even came out saying that they approached them with project ideas and they were just shut down.
Yeah, they've had 2 project ideas that were shut down. I think one was December, one was February.
And then Outright is going to other companies despite them owning Heartful.
Yep.
So, I don't know. I like Heartful.
I thought the Ninja Turtles game was good, and I like their How to Train Your Dragon game, too.
Art and Slash is really good, too.
I don't know if I played that.
The much older game.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm not familiar with it, though.
All right. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Cool. Should we dive into reviews?
Let's do it.
Anyone else want to chime in? Or just Bri?
No, I said let's dance. Let's
I
dance.
didn't hear it. Mike didn't pick it
God
up.
dance. I'm pulling
All right.
Jacob. Let's dance. 2025.
First game to talk about tonight, Dungeons & Dragons Neverwinter Nights 2 Enhanced Edition. Developed and published by Aspyr. Released July 15th on Series X and S, Switch, PS5, and PC for $29.99. A dark force sweeps over Faerun, ravaging everything in its path as though searching for something. Something that you will now find in your possession. As the Shard Bearer, only you can stop the King of Shadows and his army from desecrating the land you call home. Will you save Faerun or fall victim to the temptation? Absolute power. Aki and Jacob, both of you played this. Aki, start us off. What is going on in Neverwinter Nights 2?
Okay, and this, you get to make your own character, whatever sex you want, whatever race you want, be it tiefling, elf, or half-orc, dwarf, human, etc., other such crap. And you get to pick your class from the standard D&D classes. Fighter, mage, sorcerer, ranger, rogue, what have you. And you start up the game. You start in this little...
Hold up. Well, hold on. Going back to that, create your own character thing, I would like to say I believe Aki has played this before, way before this review. Oh, really? So we're both going in this fresh.
Yep.
Oh wow, that's terrifying. Okay.
I haven't even played the first remaster.
I haven't either. Oh man. Okay. All right. So when you're doing this creation thing, the game does say like, oh well, we're gonna make like if you'd like to, you can get into the nitty gritty with everything, or we've streamlined it.
Right.
And the thing is that. Yeah, well, the thing is that even when it's streamlined, you're still like, what in the hell is all this stuff? I was just expecting to go into this game like, hey, do you want to be a fighter? Do you want to be a mage? Do you want to like, blah, 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 blah. Instead, it's it's also like the standard stuff that you'd get from like an RPG of like being able to decide what your character looks like and stuff like that. But like you can decide whether you're like chaotic good or lawful evil or any of that kind of stuff. But then like you also like, well, what's your character's religious beliefs? Like, like what cult do you follow and all this other kind of stuff. And so right off the bat, even though the game does start with a simple tutorial simple quote unquote, that like starts off like just about every other fantasy story, there is a lot already going on that this game asks of you. And so if you were expecting something like Fable where you can really do a clean slate and you're just like whatever about it, nope. Like,
okay, yeah, maybe I should have also mentioned that this is D&D. Like this isn't in the world of D&D. No, this is D&D. All of the when you're making your character, you're building a proper real D&D 3.5.
I was gonna say, I believe it's 3.5 on that. So
yeah, I'm pretty sure all the video games for the most part are all based on 3.5. But like things like the religion, what religion you follow, that's actually important in the game because depending on if you're like a healer, you get different spells. If you're based on what religion you're following, even so,
it also even messes with conversations and stuff. Like so, yes, and like allegiances, like with different. I guess you would call them guilds, but like there's more to it than just guilds. There are like other types of organizations that you can meet and talk to in this game.
Yeah, but first you start off in a little rinky-dink harbor town, and bunch of Underdark individuals, which are people that live underground that are statistically usually considered evil in the game, rise up and attack your town because they're trying to find some silver piece of shit and they don't even know what the hell it is, but they'll know it when they see it, so they're going to wipe out your town and you have to defend it. And then you get sent off to collect this silver piece of shit because someone in the town did basically bring it real close to the town. And then you're off to Neverwinter to go find the other piece of it that was found and to hopefully figure out what it is. And at the beginning, one of the conversation pieces, because you have conversations in this and you can get to choose a lot of different options between them. One of them is, why the fuck didn't you just get rid of this thing? And that is the exact answer I chose.
Aki would have wanted a very short game, apparently.
Yes, I did.
Aki, I have some bad news. This is like a 50-plus hour game.
It's a lot more than that if you're playing it on the harder difficulty like I am, because I'm stupid.
Or if you're playing it on easy like me, because I'm stupid.
Yeah, what class did you pick? I have to know, because I heard that you kept dying a whole bunch and you were playing on easy. I need to know what you were playing.
I was a half orc monk.
You should be doing really good. What the hell did
you
do? Monks are, for everyone here who doesn't understand, monks are considered one of the most broken, overpowered classes in D&D, just basically period, in every version of it. And orcs are really strong, which you need to be a monk, because they punch things.
So So I mean, I'll get to why I died a lot, but it took me a while to figure out how this game works. Needless to say,
I was playing on D&D Hardcore mode, which is the second to hardest mode, and I was playing a fighter. And this game starts you off pretty standard. You got a couple allies with you that help you do some basic stuff. Then one of them goes kaputzi, and you go with the second one. And then immediately after the very first tutorial few sections, it puts you with a brand new person. And then it's like, okay, the two of you are going to fight these 12 people. Have fun. And the thing about this game is everything is timed. So you make an attack, then basically everyone else gets to do a move, and then you make another attack, except for it's treated real time, just everything is on a cooldown. And
you can freeze time to, like, help strategize with stuff, but at least for me, it never helped.
For neither of us, that was going to help because we're both playing melee classes. You only really need that when you're focusing with magic classes, because they kind of need that. But the thing is, when you're in a fight, you hit and then you have to wait a while before the hit meter allows you to hit again. But while you're doing that, there's these 12 fucking people in this room that are also now hitting you. Anyone notice a slight problem there?
Yeah, so in case you're wondering why I was dying ever so much in this game, yeah, the combat was absolute crap. It would just be like all the enemies are just going to turn on me, even though I've got two other members in my party. Yeah, it was really frustrating.
Be like that sometimes.
And the thing is that this game it's clearly made for PC. And I'm not gonna lie, this thing is hell on controller. I wish I was a PC gamer, because I feel like I would have had way more fun with this. But like trying to do all like the hot menu stuff, and like there is like an insane amount of menus. Like I was just not expecting with this kind of game, just to like be able to decide like who in my party is going to do what, and like what equipment are they going to be using, and what do I give them, and like how, like what actions am I going to have to tell them that they need to do. And it's just like I just wanted to beat frustrating. I just wanted to beat the shit out of people and save the land. I really.
Everyone knows how much I hate to agree with Jacob, but I kind of have to agree with Jacob on a lot of this. The fighting in this game is very surgical, and if you're not minded for that, it's generally not going to go very well for you.
Like I'm like, oh, I've got a quarterstaff. I'll just go in there and like whoop ass. And it's just like, no, my guy is either just going to stand there, or he's going to do like one slap of it, like every 20 seconds maybe. Like, and I thought, like, yeah, like as you were saying, like, with my guy, like, why wasn't he beating the shit out of everyone more? Good question. Like, because I thought he was gonna.
Yeah. On top of that, just on top of the combat being not great, there are two different UI modes for this. I don't know if both of them are on the Xbox version or not. I know they are on the PC version. Basically, there's the PC version, which requires a mouse and keyboard, and then there's the controller one. The mouse and keyboard one is very small, extremely small. When you flip over to a controller, it works really well. Everything's nice and large. However, there's some functionality removal, which kind of sucks. And one of those functionalities is there's a mini-map. It shows you only a very, very small amount of stuff directly around you, and that's it. In the PC version of the game, you can actually enlarge that, and, it's semi-transparent, so you can see stuff that's happening behind it on the actual screen, but you can enlarge it significantly to show a good chunk of the actual map, and it shows you where you are and everything on it. That doesn't exist with the controller part. Instead, you can open the map, and it doesn't show you where you are on it at all. You just kind of have to guesstimate, and it kind of sucks, because The mini-map's only really useful when you're inside an actual dungeon, because it'll show you some of the area. But when you're in like towns and stuff, it's nowhere near large enough.
When you're in a town and you're supposed to find somebody, you might as well just go talk to every single NPC in the town. You'll have more luck getting anything done that way. Because I tried to use that map in the tutorial, and I was just like, this is telling me absolutely nothing. And like, I ended up just having to brute force it by just talking to literally everyone at the fair. Like,
that is how the game plays. It's not even just the map.
Are you the merchant? Are you the merchant? Are you the merchant? Hey, chicken, are you the merchant? No? Okay.
Well, welcome to 2006 game design. Woo!
Yeah. Also, everything is exceptionally drab, which, makes sense. This is an older title, but damn, when they remastered this, they really could have just added some extra color into this bitch, please. It is so gringy and dirty, and like it uses the same like six colors the entire time.
See, I didn't really mind that much because I was like, oh, well, it's an RPG. Of course, it's going to look like this. Like, why not? Like,
yes, that's fair. I just wanted color.
You're either going to have like J.J. Abrams like lens flares of like, what was it, Final Fantasy 15, or you're going to have. Well, this, where it's just like dark and sad, and you're going to be late for your shift at Hot Topic. Like,
yeah, it's all browns and dark greens, and that's basically hello colors.
This hurts my feelings because I'm looking at the store page, and it says enjoy smoother gameplay with refined camera controls. Polished mechanics. Hold on. Let me finish. Refined camera controls. Polished mechanics, enhanced textures, and full controller support with a newly designed controller-specific UI. Now you can yell about all of that.
Okay, it has updated the graphics. There's more polygons now, so it does look at the same time a little better.
All right, but at the same time, like, what? Like, have they done a better job than the modding community for this?
No.
Yeah, like
maybe that was too fast. Sorry.
Yeah, well, no. That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, if we're going to be enhanced on this, I was kind of expecting a little bit more.
Yeah. They heavily improved camera control in this significantly.
Hold up. All right, so if this is improved, in my opinion, the original game must have been absolute hell.
It was.
Because this thing, like, the camera twitches for me, and also, like, it is so friggin' sensitive. Like, you just nudge right stick just a little bit, and all of a sudden, like, you might as well have done, like, a complete 180. Like,
yeah, there's no sensitivity controls for camera movement, which is upsetting, because it is extremely overly sensitive to me. But
yeah, it was bad. Like,
yeah, but the controls are still better somehow. God,
I was struggling during every single fight. Like, every single fight, I was literally fighting for my life, and my party's lives, which, like, they died almost as much as me.
And that's the difference between someone who doesn't know D&D and someone who does. I wasn't having quite as much trouble until I started getting ganged up on by like 12 people. I happen to know how to level up characters.
Having to deal with those controls and the camera, like, as a newbie, like, this thing was just pure chaos and hell.
Yeah. This isn't going to be a game. I can tell you right now, this isn't a game for anyone who doesn't understand D&D. Even if you only understand D&D 5, which is the more current version that most people are familiar with, if you understand that, this game can be for you. If you don't understand D&D, you're not going to like this
casuals
game.
Need not apply, I guess.
All right, so for casuals like me, if you were expecting something like Dark Alliance, like that came out like 2 years ago, this is not that. This is super not that. Like, this is
it action combat or tactical combat?
tactical combat. Well, I mean,
it's a mixture of both.
Both, yeah. I felt it was more tactical than action.
Yeah, because of all the timers for everything, you get to move around, you get to choose to hit whoever you want to hit, and you get to hit them, when you want to, providing the timers down. So it is action in that, but it is also still fairly tactical. And there is a tactical mode when you pause time. That is the tactical mode. So you can give orders to mages and any other character on what attack, special ability that they should be using, so on and so forth, if you want. And then when you unpause, that's their next action. So it can be either or. It just doesn't excel at either of them very well.
Hold on. There is one other thing I would like to say about this. So this game does try to have like a lengthy tutorial, and it shows you like all like the major things like fighting, magic, pickpocketing, like, being a thief and all that kind of stuff. And archery. Like, it tries to be like, oh, we're super in depth. Well, the most in depth part of it is all of the lore and like these like huge walls of text that like you're expect to read to figure out how to get anything done. And like it especially for stuff that you'd think like it needs more practice or like the game should ensure that you actually got it done correctly. Like fighting, like part of the reason why like I just I had such a problem with it is that first off, like the tutorial is so poorly written, but then on top of it, like we actually won the fight without me ever throwing a punch or like using my club. I swear to God, the NPCs took care of it for me, and I'm just like, I don't know what I did. Like, I thought I was, like, continually doing stuff. And then I ended up having to watch a few YouTube videos of people, like, who did runs, like, years ago of the original game. And, like, they're just, like, talking about everything. And I'm like, okay, this is how this actually works. Like, it really is casuals need not apply.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's talk about price on this thing. It is a $30 game, and let's talk about the history of this, too. 2006 Metacritic, sitting at 82. Really good stuff.
Wow.
Remaster, PS5 Metacritic, sitting at 59.
Fair.
Yeah, so it seems like this one didn't age as well as some may have hoped. $30. I need a verdict.
Before we do verdicts, I would like to touch on the difference in scores there. For its time, when it first came out, this was impressive. We have advanced so much since then that lots of the gameplay mechanics and stuff in here they don't work very well anymore, and they're not considered fun anymore because there's a lot of little tiny issues with this game that you'd expect for the time, but wouldn't exist anymore because it's boring as shit.
Remember when I said the line, this game didn't age well? You just repeated that.
Maybe.
$30, verdict.
Jacob?
So, all right, so here's my thing on this. Like, I feel like the people who like were gonna buy this game probably already like own the previous version. If you already own this, I don't know that this game could really justify like a rebuy for it.
I don't even know
if you've never,
can you
like,
get the original?
Yeah, it was
okay. A console.
Like
this is it.
No, yeah, I think this is it for console.
So, I mean, like, but if you've never had a chance to play this and you like a more tactical kind of gameplay for this, I think it could be worth it. But if you're a casual like me who is expecting something more like Dark Alliance or Fable, which I realize, I realize like Fable's like, that's super casual compared to this, and also not D&D, but like, if you're going in there like expecting like a true action RPG, you're not going to be finding that here. So if you're a casual, this is a try it.
For me, I don't think casuals should be playing this. I don't think any of them are really going to have any damn fun at all. If you're really heavy into D&D and you know your D&D, this is definitely probably a game for you. But chances are, if you're really into it, you probably have the original one. And with all the mods that if you have the original one, you already know that they exist and probably where they are. You're probably getting a better game out of that with those mods than you are this version of it, because whilst it made some improvements, it didn't fix everything that lots of the mods did. So you're probably going to have a better bet with the original one if you have it. If you want to get D&D...
Okay, well, you're reviewing the Xbox version, so as an Xbox player...
Steam exists.
Okay, let's ignore Steam.
No.
As an Xbox player, I would honestly be like, no, this was not fun. Like,
if we want to ignore that anything else on this planet exists, Baldur's Gate fucking 3 exists, and it's on Xbox. There you fucking go.
It's just hell to navigate on controller, in my opinion. Both the menus, combat, and the camera. Like, it's just...
So basically, if you're into D&D, you already own this. If you're not into D&D, this won't get you there.
Probably, yeah.
Baldur's Gate 3 might, though.
All right, next up, Atomic Owl, developed by Monster Theater and eastasiasoft, published by eastasiasoft, released July 31st on Xbox One, Series X and S, Switch, PS4, PS5, and PC for $19.99. You are Hidalgo Bladewing, a bird with a beef, hack/platform, and soar through a beautifully chaotic pixel art neonscape in your quest to save your feathered friends. Elegant roguelite elements, transforming weapons, and foul ninja action await. Pernell, what is Atomic Owl?
I beat the game and I couldn't tell you. Full stop. But I'll explain what the game is to my understanding, and you can take the rest from there. So you play as Hidalgo Bladewing. You already know his name in your description. And your quest is to take out the Omega Wing, a jackass crow who is trying to enslave the world. But first he has to enslave your friends because of reasons. So early on in the onset of the game, you meet him. He enslaves your friends, ties you to a tree for 2 years, and then you're rescued by a sentient sword. Your former sword, now corrupted by Mesa energy. Well, time to get on the quest to save your friends.
I need an update real quick. Right now, this is only on Steam. The console versions are TBA. Apologize for that incorrect information. But right now it's only on Steam. Consoles are in the future. Sorry,
there's another
continue.
Atomic Owl coming soon. It's okay. So at this point, the game officially begins, and the gameplay flows by way of you progressing through a series of side-scrolling stages, hacking and slashing your way to freedom. Right on the offset, one thing worth mentioning that threw me for a loop is the fact that you meet your talking sword who's supporting you, but what the game doesn't explain to you is that you actually get 4 weapons. From the beginning of the game, you always have them. You have a sickle chain, which is good for long-range attacks. You have your basic sword, which is kind of for close-range swiping. You have a hammer, which is your ranged attack. We kind of throw it in an arc form, which is weird because it also has a direct connection attack, so you can use it as close range attacking too. And then lastly, you have access to a heavy sword, which, with one exception, which I'll bring up later, you'll probably never use it unless you're crazy. So as you progress through levels, you'll be fighting various crows and floating projectile spewing cannon things, and you want to attack them to destroy them. And when you do, they'll drop Mesa. What does Mesa do? Not even kidding. I have no clue. As I said, but no, Mesa I do. That's the one you use. There's multiple currency anyway. You get Mesa. Mesa can be used in the event that you die at a campfire to spend to upgrade a few upgradable abilities. That's pretty much the roguelike element of the game. And there's another item you get, which is kind of like a bluish light, which, from what I could tell, charges up a gauge that eventually makes a bird come out of your shoulder and puke bullets. The game never explained that, so when it just happened, I was like, oh, this is happening. And I just kind of put 2 and 2 together over time that was what was going on. So those are things that you'll be engaging with. Every once in a while, during a level, you might find a door that will give you access to a sort of like just like a wireframed side level where you can attack enemies and platform through it, and the reward being a lot of mesa energy. At the end of certain sections, you might fight a boss. Usually it's going to be in the form of one of your corrupted friends or Omega Wing. If they kick your ass, which at least once one of them will, you will be sent back to the campfire, which is pretty much what happens when you die. Think, typical Dark Souls nonsense. At this point, you can spend whatever mesa energy you've accrued to purchase a few upgrades, such as to increase the uses of your one throwable projectile side object, which is like a Yukataga, his name I'm not quite pulling off the top of my head. You can get like a second chance health revival thing, and a few other quick upgrade items. At this point, you can then go back into the game and try again. Whereas most roguelike games, they randomize the level layouts to kind of make you feel like you're doing some different stuff. In this game, the level layouts are structured the same. So Ninja Gaiden-esque, where you're doing the same levels over and over again, including fighting bosses you've already beaten, but you have to do it all over again. Eventually, you'll get to the end of the game, succeed, and hada bing, bada boom, you won. Believe it or not, I only died twice. I died 2 times, and then I beat the game. Might be because one of the things that does happen throughout the game that I didn't mention up until now is that occasionally when you defeat certain enemies, I don't know which enemies determines this, but sometimes they will drop a coin, which gives you an ability that will make your run a little easier, such as maybe a slow HP regeneration, or the ability to set enemies on fire when you hit them with your weapon. They will build up over time as you play throughout the levels, but when you die, you lose all those things. So they are not a carryover currency. But that was the last thing I didn't remember to mention. Everything else is pretty much straightforward. My favorite abilities were probably the triple jump and the double dash. Actually, the flame one was the best one because I kicked the crap out of things with that. But like I said, I beat the game in 2 attempts, or rather 3 attempts because I died twice. And I was surprised I pulled that off. Once I was done, that was it. I'll be honest with you, I had no idea what the heck was going on as far as the main concept of the game. All I knew was my friends were ensnared. I saved my friends and beat the big bad. There was some digity-widgety stuff that was taking place. I don't know why. I did notice they had a freaking I think it's like Neon Genesis Evangelion joke at the end when I try to go to the campfire in the final area of the game. It says you cannot redo with not being in parentheses. True, false, lots of binary, and none of the options do anything. So I was like, I guess I'm stuck here. Let's start a new game. But, for the most part, that was it. The game, I don't want to say I didn't have fun with it because it was enjoyable except for the Death Gauntlet levels. Whoever came up with that idea with the way the camera scrolls and how fast that thing is, I kind of hate them from afar because that level was horrible. It was a chase level, but the gauntlet was very fast. And sometimes they put you in situations where, like, the fact that I was even able to dodge the thing blew my mind. But if it catches you, it does 1 hit point of damage and then sends you back to the last checkpoint. And you have to do it all over again. So it can be a pain in the tuchus, to say the least. But at least it doesn't remove your progress, or if you found a couple of the keys required to unlock the next section and you get caught, you keep those keys. So you can kind of strategically use it to say, I got caught, now I'm going to do this section. I got caught, now I'm going to do that section. And so on and so forth. The gameplay was pretty straightforward, nothing complicated, nothing out of the ordinary. I would have mentioned the Void Crow transformation, which I'm mentioning it now, but fun fact, I used it one time, then forgot which button does it and never used it again. Not even kidding. Like, it's in the settings. You can push start, go to controls, and it tells you the button. I just forgot and didn't care to look. Beat the game without using the power-up. Whatever. Sounds like a guy who doesn't spend his skill points in RPGs. What are you going to do about it? So overall,
I wonder who that is.
Could have been anybody. Could have even been that guy over there. What's he doing? Spend your damn skill points, jerk. Anyway, I do think this game is fun. It plays well. My main gripes, I guess, would be that I wish the game explained more what the heck was going on. I know usually in games you don't want that, but also in those games it'd be nice to have a manual or something you can access that tells you the stuff. But as a result, it'd be nice if I knew what these, what those light blue pickups were doing for me. I wish that when you ran, because you do run after you're holding right or left for a period of time, I wish you maintained that momentum when you jumped, because when you're running and then jump, it's like you hit a brick wall and then you leap straight up. It doesn't make sense. If you play any Sonic games, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Except I want what Sonic's doing, not what this is doing. So that, and I guess that's pretty much the gist of it. I mean, I enjoyed the game enough. I played through the game. I knocked it out. It wasn't anything revolutionary, but it also wasn't a bad time. I enjoyed the platforming and taking it out.
All right. Well, it's $20. What do you think?
I do believe it to be. Oh, also the music is very good.
Good music.
I would give this it has good music. It has very good music. I would give this a try it. Like I said, it was a game where I wasn't feeling it at certain points, but then once I hit my stride, I beat the game. So I think it at least deserves a try, and it's possible you may come away liking it too.
Very good. If you buy it before August 7th, you can get it for $15.99.
A little cheaper. I like saving money.
And on Steam, the soundtrack's $4.
Boop, boop,
There you
boop,
go.
boop.
All right. Well, Pernell, that is it for you. Did you want to stick around to the end, or are you going to head out?
I need to head out. My brother's actually been sitting here this whole time, so he wants to check out Ninja Gaiden. So I'm
sorry, Pernell's brother.
No
I'm
worries.
not.
Ozaki's
I know
fault.
you're not. I can't wait to eat that one dab. God, it's going to be great. I want to be here for it. I want to smile about it. And then watch it going. We're going to learn she's some kind of inhumane monster who's going to just tank the whole fucking thing. Watch.
I really fucking hope that's true. I don't think that's gonna be true. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be incredibly sick afterwards.
Oh yeah, in that
Bree's
case,
just going to be like, ha
I will suck on my toe in solidarity.
Christ, if you haven't seen the earlier part of this episode, you will miss that. That will throw you off.
Don't go back. Trust me. Just leave it there.
I have so many questions about that statement.
Uh-huh.
The flexibility, jam. I don't know.
Oh, Pernell, do you have any final words before we let you go?
How am I going to top what she just said?
I don't know. We have
can't.
more show to do. How do I top that?
You can't just accept it. It's locked in. She just wrapped the show up early, and everything else is just bonus content.
Ooh, I'm all for us wrapping up early.
Catch you guys later.
Take it easy,
Have a good night,
Pernell.
Peace.
Next up, Roguematch, developed and published by Starstruck Games, released July 24th on Xbox One, Series X and S, Switch, PS4, PS5, and PC for $19.99. When a necromancer's curiosity drags her friends, the binkying Burgeoneer and the shield-bashing Paladinu, into a hunt for the Necronomicon, they stumble upon an army of extraplanar monsters. Now, only the most unlikely heroes can save reality. To survive, they'll need to master improvised mana tactics, because their usual swords and spells won't cut it. Bri, Aki, both of you played this. Bri, start us off. What's Roguematch?
So, like the name suggests, it's a roguelike match 3 game, and it's, sorry, Aki, unique.
God damn it.
3 heroes go into a castle rumored to have the Necronomicon, one of the many cute animal puns in the game. One by one, the heroes disappear into the magical shield on the castle, and all that is left is Fea, the Bungeoneer, a cute bunny. All the characters in this world are cute anthropomorphic animals, and the art looks kind of like hand-painted, hand-drawn. We not only need to save our friends, but we need to save the world from the extraplanar monsters that come from dealing with portal magic. We need to find the Necronomicon and save the day. We go to the castle to save our friends, and we find all kinds of traps and obstacles in the forms of match 3 puzzles. This game is kind of hard to explain, but I'll try. You have some roguelike elements with procedurally generated floor maps, randomized treasure drops, stuff like that. And then when your run ends, the castle takes everything back and you start with nothing. So you move your character with the D-pad, and you move your cursor with the left stick, and by holding A and moving the cursor, you can match gems. Like most match 3 games, this has like the same basic rules. You can match 3, 4, or 5 gems, and 4s and 5s turn into special gems that do special things. Like 5s create a gem that when matched will destroy all the gems of that color that you match it with. There's other familiar objectives like matching a certain number of colors to complete the level. Removing things from the floor by matching and so on. And then you have some base stats that you can attack enemies by walking into them. You also have match gems besides them that do damage. And then when you clear a room of enemies or obstacles like colored orbs, you absorb all the leftover gems in the room as mana. Sometimes your objective is to clear the floor of the room to reveal sigils or step on pressure plates. And then there's portals that make enemies appear. And if you don't meet the objective in a certain amount of turns, more will come. And then you have to clear all of that to finish the room. You have magic you can use to blink around the room, to attack or get away from enemies. And then as the Bungeoneer, you have an innate magic element, which is air. Your companions like the Dog Paladin have an affinity to, say, fire. And then there's other characters involved in our story, like the Cat Necromancer, the Birdbarian, the Sorcerer, and even a Borlock.
Wow. Yeah, I'm looking at the store page, and it does mention 6 unique heroes.
Yes. The game autosaves whenever you enter a new room. There's an encyclopedia, a bestiary, journal that helps you with your fantasy adventure. It also includes the tutorial stuff that you go through, which is a lot of the first, hour of the game is kind of like a lot of tutorial stuff. When you first clear a room, you get power-up points. When you reach enough points, you get dynamized, and you can increase your attributes. Bosses and mini-bosses give you the most individual points, but you can stack points for unactivated enemy portals and other things that you do in different rooms. Boss battles are pretty fun. You get to match gems to do damage to the creature matching near it. You also need to balance moving around the board and keep from taking damage, which is complicated. Other elements of things you'll run into are shops in the Mystery Castle, different layers to the place with different biomes, like the desert. There's inventory management, like you'll run out of space and need to use conveyance spell to make things easier to carry by taking up only one slot. You can extract expertise out of items. The game is pretty complex. Aki, what about you?
I was never able to beat the very first serious boss, which is a giant fuck-off sized turtle that stomps the ground and obliterates one whole chunk of the area at a time, or the entire area, because fuck you in particular. And also has a bunch of electric birds that do a lot of electric damage all around them. I never managed to beat that. I played through a number of times, and I could not for the life of me beat that giant bastard.
My first boss was a scorpion, so...
Every floor has multiple bosses. Maybe I should start with that. I wanted to clear all of them because I'm extra, and that was the one. It was also the very first boss I ran into because I'm unlucky, but it's the only boss on the first floor that I cannot for the life of me beat. Even after I've opened every other room in the entire floor, I still cannot beat it because it's a bastard. And that is very upsetting. I did find the stairs a couple times, but I wanted to beat everything because I'm me. Can you go back upstairs after you've gone downstairs, or...
Don't know that I tried before I died on a run to do that. That's a good question.
I hope you can, because I want to beat all these bosses, but I know I sure shit can't do it on floor 1.
You probably should be able to run back through because there's shops and stuff, so you probably can.
Okay. Yeah, I only played floor 1 like a half a dozen times or so because I could not beat it. And it kicked the shit out of me. A lot. A whole lot. I am sad.
Yeah.
All right, well, it's $20. What do you think?
I think if you like roguelikes and match 3 games, this is going to be your jam. If you don't think you'll like roguelike elements or you're sick of match 3 games, I'd still suggest giving this a try. It's enough of a departure from both of those game types that it made them both feel fresh and interesting. You can play this casually because of the roguelike runs. And match 3 puzzles go quick, or you can dig in deep and play for a while trying to conquer the whole floor like Aki did. I think I'll be uncovering new strategies and puzzle elements for a while to come, and I think the price was pretty good for the amount of content. I'd say buy it.
Aki?
I thought it was fun. I fucking suck at it, but it's really fun. I've had a lot of good time with it. I'm totally for the price. Yeah, go for it.
All right. Next up, Maiden Cops, developed by Pippin Games and eastasiasoft, published by eastasiasoft, released July 30th. Xbox One, Series X and S, PS4, PS5 for $14.99. Here's the weird part. Switch release only in Asia and Japan. Maiden Cops is an old-school side-scrolling beat-em-up packed with arcade-style action and lovely monster gals. Sorry, Aki. Pick a policewoman and take to the streets against buxom gangs. Sorry, Aki. Unlock special skins to customize your fighter and pick up gimmick weapons. Chase high scores with combo chain bonuses and lay down the law using each character's unique skills.
God damn you.
Jacob, talk about Maiden Cops while I go to pee.
So honestly, I was really surprised that Aki didn't grab Maiden Cops, because this game is horny as hell. And also, I mean, like, I'm not gonna lie, that cowgirl, she's fine. Like,
of course she is. She's a cowgirl.
Well, okay. I mean, there's also a salamander girl and a bunny girl that you can select from. But yeah, what this is that it's just some sort of like Monster Girl beat 'em up game, and pretty much like everyone in the game is women. Like, you can only play as women. You can, like, all your enemies are women. Everyone has huge boobs and they bounce a lot. And you can even push down on the right stick and it gives the fan service. So each of the women have their own pose that they'll do for a couple of seconds. And so you set off in this game as the Maiden Cops. You're this kind of dysfunctional group within the police organization of your city. And this bombing happens at a prison and you have to go investigate. And of course, you have to like start beating up people because this is a beat 'em up. And then you find out that like the corruption goes all the way to the top and you're going to have to bop your way through it just to survive another night. So yeah, like the mechanics of it, pretty good. Like, I didn't have any kind of problems whatsoever with being able to land moves. This game definitely wants you more to have fun than, to be a real challenge. I mean, don't get me wrong, it still is kind of challenging, but we're all here to have a good time, one way or another. I mean, with Maiden Cops, we are not with the Copcat.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
The more you talk about this, and the more that I look through the images and trailers of this game, the more jealous I'm getting.
AKA Aki is getting hot and bothered. But yeah. So as I said, like the gameplay, like it's fairly easy. It's really fun. And the graphics they keep you invested the whole time. As you're watching pretty women beat up each other. And Aki, I know that you also are a fine connoisseur of muscle mommies, and you're going to find lots of them in this game too.
Mm-hmm. I've seen some in the trailer.
I really enjoy that. Mm-hmm. But like there are also weapons that you could use throughout. And one of my favorites was that you could actually just pick up like a girder from a building and like you're just swinging that thing like a baseball bat, like to and fro and just knocking the crap out of everyone. The game really lets you juggle if you want to.
I saw them pick up a weapon that really amused me. One of them grabbed a fucking street light and ripped it out of the ground.
Yes. Yep.
Jesus Christ.
You could do that. You could you could grab oh shoot. I forget what it is. Like, but there's like an item that you can only use once, and like all you do is just chuck it across the screen and like knock out everyone else. Co-op is pretty fun, and you do have the option in the game to set it so you can't damage, like you and your partner can't hurt each other. So that helps too. But yeah, I was having a lot of fun with it. Like, the ladies are cute. I do like my cowgirl, and yeah, I recommend this one. This is a lot of fun. Whether
did you actually play the multiplayer?
Yeah,
Okay.
Couch.
Nice.
Cool. $15.
Oh yeah, $15. Absolutely. Also, fun story. So about this game specifically. So my kids are big fans of beat 'em ups, and
This is appropriate for your kids, yeah.
Well, see, the thing is, like, I knew that there was going to be like a level of fan service to it, but I didn't realize there'd be this much fan service in the game. And so my kids and I were looking for a 3-player beat 'em up that we could all play. Kind of like the Ninja Turtles games that we play. We also do some Streets of Rage, stuff like that. And the kids were like, oh, like, this looks really cool, because they see the cartoon characters on here. And I'm just like, oh, yeah, it's rated T for teen. Like, let's see what this is. Because I hadn't fired it up yet. Like, this was a new game, from Mr. Joe that we're going to review. And so I fire it up, and like I see the splash screen. The kids are like, "Oh, this looks fun," and I'm like, "Oh my god, this game is so damn horny!" Like, oh my god! And like I'm going through it, and like we're like going through the menus and stuff like that, and I'm just like, "Yeah, I'm not letting my kids anywhere near this damn game." Like, especially my oldest, he just turned 11. No, thank you. I'm gonna come down.
You also get to buy outfits in this. You didn't. I don't know if you mentioned that. Off the top of my head anymore.
No, I haven't earned enough. Like, they cost quite a bit, so
that's a shame.
Yeah, I haven't earned any yet, but yeah. So so my kids
only
and I,
T
like,
for teen, so it's nothing crazy.
But it rides that T. Like, anyway,
you ride that D.
We know. So yeah, so we get into the game, and like, all right, well, we'll see if we could do like couch co-op in this. Thank God this game only does 2 players, because we were like, oh no, we can't play this. Gosh, guys, sorry. I like, I really wanted to play this game. We'll just have to find something else. But yeah. I'm sure I'm going to come down at like 4 a.m. and like find my kid like playing this, and it's like, what are you doing? Nothing.
So Jacob gets horny over video games. $15. What's your verdict?
I already said yeah.
Okay. But then you talked for another 20 minutes. So I wanted to end with the verdict. Next game to talk about, Morgan Metal Detective, developed by Studio Morgan, published by Subsilico, released July 30th, Xbox One, Series X and S, Switch, PS4, PS5 for $15.49. Okay. A cozy first-person metal detector adventure game where you reunite residents of the beautiful Cornish island of Glasden with things they lost, and with your late grandpa's help, maybe restore magic along the way. Aki, did you restore magic?
Sure, we'll go with that if it makes people feel better about themselves. Yes. So, yeah, in this, your grandfather has recently passed, so you and your mother travel to this remote-ass island, and basically your mom's there to clean out the house and sell it, so y'all can go home, and you're just there because she's your parent, and apparently you don't have to, I guess. And you and your grandfather apparently used to spend some time together, and he got you really into using metal detectors and finding junk. Because that's what people do with metal detectors. They find junk. And your mom tells you, hey, here's this. Go have fun with it. And it's your grandfather's old metal detector. And you immediately start going and looking around for junk. Turns out the guy who drove you across the water with his boat, has lost a ring that he was planning on giving to a woman. And he's hoping that you might be able to find it with the metal detector. So off you go to go find it. And you find it because he gives you the general location of where it is. And you find it and you bring it back to him. Woohoo! And then it very quickly opens up the rest of the area so you can go to find new people. There's like 6 or 7 people on the island, and you get to talk to them. Each one of them has something for you to go find. They give you the general location of it. You go there, you find it. One of them has a riddle instead that you have to solve to find the location, which is very simple, and it gives you another one, and then you go find it, and then that one's done. And yeah, basically almost every achievement in this game is either just going through the main story, which is there's like 6 or 7 of those, or finding every individual item that there is on the island. And by that I don't mean digging every hole, I mean every individual different item, because there's like hundreds of bottle caps on the island. If you find, I think there's finding 1, I think there's finding 10 bottle caps for an achievement each. And then there's, a bunch of other different items that you can find. You find at least one of all of them, you get an achievement for finding each one. Some of them have achievements for finding 10, but those are ones that you find a fuck ton of. And at the end, you find everything on the island because there's nothing else really to do on the island. The rest of the time, you can take pictures with a old Kodak camera, one of the kinds that you take a picture and it pops out the front and you shake it. Something before my time. I'm sure Joe remembers them fondly. And you have to take 100 pictures with that, and you can put them in a little journal that you have that is filled with a whole bunch of quests and stuff that you can do. Yeah, whatever, Joe. And you can put stickers on it. You can use all the junk you find. You can basically sell it all off to a junk person, and then with that money you can turn around and buy more sticker sheets that have different types of stickers on them that you can put throughout the book. As well as buying more photograph paper for the camera. And yeah, it's a very quick game if you're just going for the story. If you want to find all the items, good fucking luck. There are some of them that spawn in specific locations. The rest of them, I guess, are randomized. And I don't know where they are because I spent hours and hours combing just a few sections of this place, because you move very slowly when you have the metal detector out, extremely slowly, and this island isn't particularly small. So, and stuff can be buried anywhere, including occasionally on the walking pass. So, you sweep it a little, which gives you a little area in front of you, so you don't have to walk literally one step to the left or right. And instead, it's like 3 steps, and then you do it again, and then 3 steps, and then you do it again. You walk just a straight path as best as you can. And you're just trying to find everything you can find. That's really all there is. It is just a chill game to waste your time with.
Photograph paper.
Yeah, photograph paper. Yeah.
You mean film?
No. Well, I guess technically it is a type of film.
It's Polaroids is what it sounds like you're describing.
Maybe? Again, this stuff is basically before my time. I don't know.
Polaroids still exist, Aki.
Okay. Yeah, and everyone on the planet has used digital cameras for 2.5 decades now.
Yeah, Aki, I'll let you in on a secret. The company that I work for is actually one of Polaroid's best companies. Hipsters fucking love Polaroid cameras.
And are Polaroid's cameras where you take a picture and you immediately have the picture, it prints it out or something?
Yes.
Okay, then yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's called film.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought
that
film was
expensive too. A 50 pack is friggin' $61.
Oh Jesus! Yep. I thought it was only film when it was in that little tube thing and you had to roll it up or something. Okay.
All film. Just different types. $16, $15.49. Verdict.
I am totally for it. I think it's a cute little game.
Jazzy. All right, now we got the cheap section of the week. Next game is A Dream About Parking Lots, developed by Interactive Dreams, published by Take It Studio, released July 31st, Xbox One, Series X and S, Switch, PS4, PS5, $4.99. Look for your car in a series of mazes and parking lots while you talk to your therapist about feeling lost. An interactive short story about trying to make sense out of the unreal, based on real dreams. Bri, what's going on in the parking lot?
So I'm not entirely sure what I was expecting with this game. It just sounded neat. The title screen starts out with a familiar piece of classical piano, Eric Satie's Gymnopédies from the 1880s, excuse me, and that helps set the mood. The game continues with some other compositions from Gymnopédies and Nauseens, which are pieces of music that to me feel like the concept of nostalgia. Sometimes the audio is just kind of hollow, quiet with nothing but little wind and some footsteps in an empty parking lot, and that's a whole vibe. But this is about a series of real dreams. There isn't a ton of gamification, so it's not unlike a walking simulator. You're basically recounting your dreams to a therapist, and this is done via text. You can take your time and really mull this over, because to progress, you must press a button. There are dialogue choices you can make and certain junctions, but the ultimate goal is to find your car using a key fob. You have to navigate increasingly harder mazes of parking lots while you navigate your feelings about these dreams surrounding concepts like creative blocks and being stuck in life. The parking lots vary in style, like grass and wooded lots, a mall parking lot, and a multi-level concrete lot. The graphics are retro style with a kind of blurry VHS filter. And in the end, the story is kind of meta, but I'll leave the rest of that to discovery. There are 5 dreams to explore, and the game takes less than an hour to complete. It's a lovely little meditation of a game. I would say the most irritating thing about this piece is that there's very little differentiation in the menus and the conversation trees between white and off-white as to what you're choosing. This is a common problem I see in visual novels and walking sims. The dialogue also comes really slow. Sometimes it feels like the input isn't working. But there's not a ton more to this game.
Jacob, you had your eyes on this one. What makes this one intriguing to you?
I don't recall.
Bri wanted it.
Beautiful. $5, Bri. What do you think?
If you like a meditative experience, walking sim, I think this is worth the price. I feel like it had a wonderful music choice that evoked nostalgia, encouraged a thoughtful experience. I can word.
No, you can't.
It's not.
Don't lie.
It's not too complex or deep, but I enjoyed it, so I would say buy it at that price.
Yeah, actually, what Bri just said, I'm looking at the Xbox page for this now, and I was like, oh yeah, okay, I remember why. Yeah, it looks like an interesting contemplative maze game, where also there's a narrative to it too.
Yeah,
I don't know. It looked neat, so it is on my wish list.
All right. Next up, Disassemble, developed by Dragon Fruit Studio, published by AFIL Games, released July 29th, Xbox One, Series X and S, and Xbox PC for $4.99 each. In Disassemble, moving blocks has never been so challenging or so satisfying. Allegedly, you control 2 geometric shapes at once, one with each hand. Sounds simple? Wait until obstacles enter the scene. Jacob and Aki, both of you played this. Jacob, what is Disassemble?
So Disassemble is this game where, at first, honestly, I thought this was going to be like a Sokoban title, but what it is you have kind of like a donut and a cylinder that can combine into one shape, which then can move. So you have the donut and the cylinder. Each one of them can only move in either left to right or up and down. Okay. But if you have both of them together, then being able to move is heck of a lot easier. But the thing is that you will have to disassemble to make certain puzzles happen. And some of these puzzles require you moving in a straight line. So one of them will be able to do it while the other one steps on various plates and stuff. It's intriguing because honestly, I was expecting this game to be complete crap, and I thought I found it to be a pretty interesting little title. Like it's different enough for me from AFIL's other titles. How about you, Aki?
Well, I'm going to bring up something that you didn't. They do connect, which allows them to move anywhere on the screen, but when they're not connected, one only moves from side to side and the only up and down. And you did? I didn't remember that. And you eventually end up with two different sets of them, one being controlled by the left thumbstick, one being controlled by the right one. And you end up having to switch the parts for those as well. They can do different things. They can go through different areas. It's complicated, and it's a big pain in the ass, but it is fun.
All right, anything else to say about this one?
No, it's a very simple, straightforward game, sadly, so there's not a lot to say about it.
All right, $5. What do you think?
I liked it.
Cool. Next up, Out of Moves, Another Try, developed by Hupi Games, published by AFIL Games. Released July 31st, Xbox One, Series X and S, Xbox PC, PS4, PS5 for $4.99 each. In a world of mysterious mazes, every move counts. Out of Moves, Another Try is a challenging puzzle game where you must carefully plan to reach the star before your moves run out. Think it's simple? Think again, motherfucker. No. Strategic teleporters, deadly spikes, and arrows that redirect your path turn every level into an ingeniously designed trap. You can't just get there. You need to calculate, adapt, make precise decisions. I think everybody played this. Who wants to start?
I can. So, in this, you play a block, and you move in one direction until you hit something that stops your ass from moving. You only have a limited amount of moves per level, which makes the game incredibly hard. Fuck's sake, how many people are going to text me tonight? So, you're trying to get to a star to end the level within this moveset. And while you're at it, you have to avoid, one, taking too many turns trying to figure out the fucking level, but you also have to collect keys to open up colored locks that are just a bunch of blocks of one color, and you might have to collect multiple as you get further into the game. You can use portals to zip around. Sometimes they even connect to other portals, so you leave one and immediately enter another one, which can kind of screw everything up. And then there's also like spikes that you have to avoid slamming into, things of that nature. And there's a bunch of levels, and they get progressively significantly harder, and they get decently hard fairly quickly, actually. And
Jacob gets decently hard fairly quickly too.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Gotcha,
anyways, so yeah, not a lot to say on this game either. It's very simple.
Bri, did you play this one?
I played a little bit of it earlier today. I got stuck kind of early on, and
level 7.
I don't know if it was that early, but it was like there were two portals, and I had to go in one and out the other.
Yeah. Okay.
I couldn't brain it. I just couldn't brain today.
Fair. I got stuck numerous times and spent quite some time on some of these levels because they don't fuck around at all.
No, they don't.
So yeah. Jacob, thoughts?
I really don't have much beyond what you folks have said. I mean, it does ramp up its difficulty, and eventually, like, you feel like there's some levels where, like, after solving them, like, it felt like a sense of accomplishment. Other ones, it was just like pure freaking luck. I found it interesting, like, how many levels, like, I would like, if I just had like 2 more moves, I would have made it in. And it, like, I do like the fact that it was like, it made me reevaluate what route I took and like what wasn't I seeing with it. And so, no, like, I mean, like, those, like, it feels like an accomplishment when you finally finish it. I don't know. I liked it.
All right. $5.
Yeah.
I'm for it.
You would be.
Yeah. I mean, it's a puzzle game. Of course I am.
Bri?
I like puzzle games.
I'd say buy it. It was or fucking why not? I mean, yeah.
Makes sense.
Jacob?
I already said yeah.
Oh.
Hmm.
You always end up having to answer multiple times anyway, so I figured I'd just save us the effort.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Jacob, $5. What do you think?
Maybe.
All right. One last game to talk about tonight. This should be a fun one. Ratshaker, developed by Sunscorched Studios, published by Dark Product, released July 15th on Series X and S and PS5 for only $3.49. Tired of pests taking over your space? Say goodbye to them for good with Ratshaker, the revolutionary new way to deal with unwanted pests. Just take and shake, and Ratshaker does the rest. No traps, no mess, no unmarked disposal barrels. With Ratshaker, you take control. Feel the satisfaction of watching the meter rise as you shake that rat into submission. The more you shake, the closer you get to solving your problems for good. Fast acting, easy to use, and highly effective, Ratshaker ensures your space stays problem free in no time. Jacob and Bri, both you played this. Bri, start us off. What
That
is
does not
Ratshaker?
properly that does not describe this game at all.
No, this is a
I think that's
short
the point.
horror experience where you travel through an increasingly twisted areas of a house in search of the truth of what happened. You have narration and title card pop-ups that guide you to do things like find her. Oh yeah, you also have to shake a rat. And when I say shake a rat, I mean shake it while it screams, which is quite comical. You even have a meter for how much shaking power you have to do things. So then you squeeze the rat to do things like turn on stoves and open doors. Your rat even turns into a glow stick if you crack it and shake it so you can see in dark places. It only helps so much, though.
I was going to say, you can only choke it so much.
Yes, it's first
Yeah,
person.
That was the
Jacob.
chicken.
You can see an arm choking a cartoon rat and shaking it. But describing this game for its core elements sounds dull in comparison to the absolutely delightfully weird experience you're about to have when you load up this game. It's creepy without being overly horrific. There are a few minor jump scares. There's an ick factor when you discover beautifully pixely meat portals and bits of organic material and blood. The whole game has a VHS filter over top and surprisingly good graphics. And there's 2 different endings to discover. Jacob?
Meat portals, those look like those were supposed to be vaginas.
I mean, I was that's a description for them.
Like,
And you
there
do
is
have
a lot
to
of there's
while you walk through them.
yeah
Or
there
close on you.
yeah, which you can get crushed by
Yes,
the vagina walls. Death by snoo. But this is an interesting narrative game. I mean, Bri already described like what you do with the rat and stuff like that. Like I ended up getting lost in this game early on because this game is, I don't want to say like you have to have great eyesight for it, but there are no sliders on brightness for anything or anything related to like the visual. And I get it. Like it's supposed to be like a creepy horror-ish game. And so like they're not going to let you up the brightness because then you'd actually be able to see things. But I got lost in this one level, and I couldn't. It was all because I couldn't find something that was supposed to be sticking out of the wall, and it was very minute. Otherwise, like I didn't have any real problems with the game. Like I don't know, story wise, I felt like it was kind of like like called that.
Yeah.
But if anything, like what bothers me is that when you have to do replays of this game, at the beginning, it is not skippable. And like even if you've already beaten the game before, and so like you're there shaking a rat for like a good solid like minute and a half, 2 minutes, like while you're waiting for the story to progress, and also like there's a secret death in the game, or a secret way to die. But of course, it's only at the beginning, and yeah, like having to go through to get all the achievements, I was like, But I don't know. I'm on the fence with it. Like, it's not exactly like what I was hoping it would be, but I thought for what it was fine.
Free.
I know this is easy jokes, but my arm got tired shaking the rat. I don't know how you guys do it. Seriously though, this was my favorite thing I played last week. I put it on my list of favorite indies of the year. I think the price is, good for what it is.
The price is amazing for this game. Like it costs less than a cup of coffee at Starbucks at normal price.
And you can pay more to get skins in a DLC to support the devs and encourage them to make more weird stuff for us to play. So that's an option as well. But
is that what that is? I was wondering if there was something I was missing in the game. Okay.
No,
it's just DLC skins you could get.
Yep.
Yeah, it's what those things were. Okay, I saw them once and then didn't put two and two together. Okay.
Nothing new with you.
Shocking no one.
Math is hard.
Yeah, I mean the game is weird, and just it but it will make you laugh if nothing else, because like when you shake the rat enough, it will start to cackle after it's screams. It just cackles at some point in its rotation, and I could not help but laugh along.
Very good.
It's great voice acting on the rat.
Anything else to say about it?
Nope.
It's not for kids.
It's definitely not for kids, but I would say buy it.
Oh, I just realized it's rated M for mature.
Yeah.
Yeah, my kids were asking about it. I'm like, yeah, no, you're not playing this. As soon as I get all the achievements, I'm actually removing this from the Xbox so you forget that it exists.
Wow. Love it. All right. Well, I guess we're done with this episode because my computer makes noises on me. I'm doing dumb shit. Okay.
Of course you are. The show's going on.
Of course it is. So, what's up?
Did you draw the contest yet, or
no? That won't be until much later. I only have one code to give away this week. Tough shit. Deal with it.
Rude.
Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo, motherfucker. Boo-hoo.
Listen to music, fucker. Jesus.
Yeah. Some music, wiener.
No, you can't make me.
I mean, he can.
How? I have the Twitch stream muted.
All he has to do is drive over to your house, smack you in the face, and then tie you up. Problem solved.
First off, this is starting to sound like your fantasy, weirdo. Second, that's like a 2.5 hour drive. Like, we're actually not that close in location.
No.
Eh.
So, music this episode, we are going to play Prancing Dad by the Tiberian Sons. And if you listen very closely at the end, you will hear a cum shot.
I was about to ask about that.
Good stuff. Big thanks to you three for being here, hanging out the whole time. Big thanks to Pernell for coming on, doing his thing as well. Does anyone have any final words to end the show?
Sucking on my toe in solidarity.
The beginning of that didn't pick up, so all I heard was ucking on my toe.
In here.
Gotta make that money.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Only toes.
Good night, everybody.